Now, the relegation is looking quite juicy. We have Wolves, Southampton, and Nottingham Forest. Pretty much at the start of the season and the way things are looking, a lot of people will probably say Nottingham Forest is definitely going to go down. Will they? Will things turn around? It's only 9 points between the 11th place team and the team at the bottom. So a lot of games can change things. But as the way it stands, I start with Dunk and his fellow sweet rivals, Southampton. Will they stay or will they go? I mean, they're in the bottom three now. Do you think it's certain they will go down?
I do believe we did our bottom three at the start of the season. I tipped them to run out of luck this season. No bias or anything, you know. Interesting managerial appointment. Maybe they're preparing for life in the Championship already, or maybe that's a bit harsh. Appointed. We keep saying about English managers. At least they've given one a chance.
You can't say that after you just said they're preparing for Championship.
Well, they've appointed a Championship manager, English. So again, like in one way, that's nice to see. And again, he's only just in the door, so you can't really judge him on the first game, and it was against Liverpool as well. So I mean, obviously, being an English manager, I wish him well at Southampton, but not well enough to stop taking someone else's place, like Bournemouth in the league.
Who did they appoint?
So Nathan Jones. He's
Welsh, right?
Luton manager.
manager.
Oh, is he Welsh?
He's Welsh.
All right.
Yeah.
My apologies, British manager.
Do your research, mate.
I'm like, hang on a minute. It definitely got. I was had to double check. He's definitely Welsh.
Okay, there you go, CNN Dunk, giving us fake news about where managers are from. The angry one, looking at the Wolves and the way they played Arsenal, they didn't seem like they were the bottom club of the Premier League. They played really well. They played really well. I mean, if you didn't know anything about the table, you think, wow, this is actually a very good team. Run out of luck in terms of this season and where they are sitting. Do you think a turnaround can happen for Wolves, or do you see it as, okay, you've run out of luck like Southampton?
I think they need to change something, to be honest, because as well as they played against Arsenal, when they got into good positions, they just continually fluff their lines. If they keep playing like that, they were good for the 2/3 of the pitch. The final third, they're just not cutting it for whatever reason. If they carry on playing like that, they're going to go down. Doesn't matter how well you play. All that matters at the end of the day is that you will get a point when you're battling for relegation. No one gets an award for playing well if you get relegated. So I think they're going to be in amongst the people. Them, Forest, Bournemouth. Those are the three. Really, I think that. Southampton, you just never know with them. They've been there, they've done it before, so I think they'd probably be all right.
Mr. Hinder, Nottingham Forest, the giant killers, as you described them when they beat Liverpool. They beat Crystal Palace at the weekend in the Premier League. Could this be? Is there a possibility? I mean, there is mathematically, but do you still see them as going down? Or could they have like a run of games where Jesse Lingard finally scores a Premier League goal and then before you know, they'll be back up?
Jesse Lingard will score a Premier League goal because I believe they've got Man United next game. So that is written in the stars for him to get some worldy goal, dribble past 15 players, including his own, and score an absolute crap belter of a goal. Do you know what? He's doing a great job. I've got a lot of respect for Forest of what they've done. They might have gone and spread, and hope that some of these players are going to be good. They've taken a gamble, have gone, right, you know what, we need to invest. We need better players. We want to stay in. Sticking with the manager, giving him a new contract, even though they were struggling. It shows that they've got faith in what they're doing and faith in their project. Rightly or wrongly, I'm hoping they've got some good clauses in just in case they do get relegated. But that's so close down there at the moment. And I believe Everton aren't helping things with that side of it. And I think Frank was on Twitter the other day saying that Jared got sacked first, so it's fine if he gets sacked second because it still proves Dunk wrong, and that was perfectly happy. But that is getting a bit tight down there for him. And I believe 9 points separating 9th in the Premier League and 20th. So it's very, very close. Really, like everything down there, it's ridiculously close. But I think Forest will be okay come the end of the season.
So we have Forest, Southampton, and Wolves down there, bottom three. Big Steve, you have floating around the bottom three, you have Everton, West Ham, Leeds, Bournemouth, Leicester. When you look at that, the group of those teams that are there, and you look at the ones at the bottom three. Of course, we all know Dunk wants Lampard to be sacked, so he wants Everton to do badly. But who do you
Outrageous
think can be
claims.
who do you think can be sucked in into
I
that
think
battle?
I think Everton will be the one sucked in because I don't see how Lampard changes it consistently for a long period of time.
At the start
to-
of the
to-
season, do you think
get 'em.
they would have thought they would be where they are now after escaping last season? Do you think the key thing was just let's keep us up?
I think they wanted to be higher. I think they thought they would have been a bit further away from the relegation zone, but I think they're just a point above it at the moment. And out of the teams that are below them, Southampton, I don't understand their managerial appointment because he was Luton, and in the 10th in the league. So I don't see him coming in and taking them out of the position that they're in. Wolves, their managerial appointment will have an effect and make them improve. So I expect them to climb out. Forest, this World Cup gap will give them a chance to actually bed those players in, because I don't think the majority of them are going to the World Cup. So if they're smart and they can use this gap to actually bond them all together and use it like a pre-season and then hit the ground running. But I can see Everton, I don't see them investing in January, and I don't see Frank doing anything significantly different to drag them away from the relegation zone.
Okay, well there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Relegation situation. I talked about it. Mr. Hind is about to interrupt me again.
Wolves have got
There you
Everton
go.
next. That's which is really key for down there.
And
but
you
why
didn't
do you
let
think
JJ
Go on.
didn't let me talk about Bournemouth putting 7 goals past Everton this week? What?
they did in one week, right? Why do you feel that Wolves' appointment was better than Southampton's?
He's got more experience as a manager.
At what? The other guy was experienced as a manager, right? Just a slightly lower leagues.
What's his name? I can't pronounce it.
Lopetegui?
Oh, man.
Around
That's
there.
it, Lopetegui. Yeah,
Where's he come from?
He's
As in
He's not
club,
English.
League.
He's
No,
not
no,
English,
that.
which is why I
he-
think he's getting the
he
big
done
props.
a temporary stint at Real Madrid, Spain manager, Seville manager. He's won cups, so he's got a more of a pedigree
At top level is what you're
especially
saying.
yeah, especially dealing with the players that's at Wolves. Because it's not to say Wolves are made up of an English team of English players. There's a lot of foreign
Portuguese players?
in the league.
Of
Portuguese.
course, because the
Yeah.
Spanish and Portuguese best of mates, right? He's a goalkeeper that's been bumbling around and never really done well anywhere.
Are you joking? He won the Europa League with Sevilla.
Yeah, but
He's
that's
never done
it.
it,
But like, I
what?
mean, he's not. He's just bumbling around. He's not.
Neil.
He had 3 years there, but left, didn't he? And then he's gone to, and it hasn't gone well, and he's gone to Wolves. I'm not sure why he's a better appointment. Southampton are in.
Because he's won stuff. Better teams.
I just think he will have a better effect on the Wolves to take them out of the relegation zone than what Southampton have
on
appointed.
paper, anyway, at least. We'll see in real life.
paper,
On
yeah.
paper.
I would like to know what made Southampton appoint the guy Jones to make them think they're going out. As
That'll play,
Dunk says,
maybe
are they
even
preparing
more.
for life in the Championship already? It's not to say they've taken it from the 1 or 2 top side in the Championship. Luton the 10th are not playing. They're not playing fantastic football.
Yeah, but it's Luton in the Championship, right? They're not going to be playing. The budget is ridiculous. They've never been up in the Prem, so they've never had their parachute payments. It's a much harder place to get points for bringing yourself up and through. When you're in the lower echelons, Wolves have got like the worst form at the moment in the Prem, I believe, and West Ham have got, I think, the second worst form. Who are teetering around that. But I thought the Southampton appointment was odd, but encouraging. Maybe they were looking to go more home after the inconsistencies of Houghton Hall. But who knows? Only time will tell, right?
Yeah, I think Wolves are just a decent striker away from actually dragging themselves out of it.
No, I thought they looked all right against Arsenal.
You done?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah,
Okay,
the whole
have the
point
show
of a
back now.
podcast
You can have the
is
show
to
back.
talk, right?
You can have the show back now.
Thank you very much.
More things